So let's see how it goes tonight. Pretty cool. Phoenix actually took one of the games off of Caffeinated Knights, who are sitting in first place. They've only lost 2 games this season, and one of those games was to ReGen Phoenix. So you know they've got it in them to bring out the big guns. So let's go ahead and head into the draft for game 1 here, as we are just getting started here. We've got the first ban will be coming in on the side of Party Time. And I wonder if there's any target bans that, you know, there's always good bans to have for this map because of, you know, the burn heroes. You might not want to give one away, or if you are picking first, you want to snag one quickly. A lot of high tier heroes, D.Va being banned out by Party Time. D.Va's kind of taken the place of Zul in the early weeks of Season 9, where after her rework, she's just kind of been a menace and seeing a lot of bans. But you tend to see Team 2 having to ban the D.Va, just because they don't want to give it up as a first pick, but Party Time decides to knock it out right away. I wonder if that would make some drafting strategy in Game 2, potentially knowing that Party Time might consider banning D.Va. But anyways, we have the ETC banned out, Strong Tank overall, and Cho banned out. So a lot of Cho Gall bans across many divisions. Apparently we are back in the Cho Gall meta. Li Ming, a very strong pick on this map. The long distance poke, you know you're going to be brawling, and if she can get a reset, you know, if she gets a kill, all of her skills reset, and it's just kill after kill. And that's going to be knocked out as a pretty high tier pick here. Sealy Man locking in the Ana. So no Ana Li Ming combo available for the nano boost, which tends to be a common strategy on this map, just because of Li Ming's power. But Ana picked up early, so no burn hero here. You know, Ana is good on this map for the long distance heal, the long sustain. Very strong healer pick in general. And we see Sylvanas and Rhaegar. Sylvanas has decent burn. I believe she used to have better burn on her Mercenary Queen, which got nerfed in the sense that I don't believe it gives bonus damage to Immortals anymore. And Rhaegar, as far as healers go, that's going to be about as good as it gets for burn. Let's watch if they start trying to build a Bloodlust comp around that Rhaegar. And there's Schumann bringing in the Rainer, which is going to be their burn hero. Ekib with the Malthael. You know, that's a decent burn for an offlaner because he's got the percent damage, but it's over time, but still a good brawler. Very, you know, worthy pick for the map. And with the Ana, potentially a nano boosted Malthael is scary because the Q cooldown where he's just sucking the souls out of everybody and healing off of it, that could be pretty terrifying. So Garrosh banned out. I think he's a great tank for this map because he can throw people into the immortal stuns and does really well with all those squishy players that are currently on Party Time's draft. So banned out alongside Greymane. So as a burn hero, goes well with the Bloodlust. Gonna see him knocked out here. We see an Anubarak and Artanis. So Artanis, this is one of the few maps Artanis really gets to shine because of amateur opponent as an offlaner being able to burn. And since people tend to pick auto attackers like Raynor, Artanis's blind gets a lot of value because it's a huge AoE blind that lasts, I believe, 4 seconds. And that can make a big difference. Anubarak, we've got Li Ming knocked out here, which kind of counters the cocoon. So Anubarak can get a little more value, can set up big double stun plays for the damage coming behind it. And we see the Diablo and Cassia coming in to round out the draft for Party Time. So Diablo, I mean, that is just, I would say, the top tier tank, if not, you know, the top tier tank right now. And Tychus, in response to that Diablo for the percent damage, Tychus is the tank burner. Very rapid auto attacks with percent damage when he turns on his minigun. So I believe that's in response to that. Rhaegar can empower that with a Bloodlust. Let's see if it is a Bloodlust comp. So pretty exciting draft here. We've got the Cassia, we've got a Tychus, Artanis. You know, some interesting picks here, and let's see how it's going to work out for both teams. All right, so as we load in to the game, thanks for hanging out, Mongoose. See you there, throwing out the ReGen globes. Those are going to be very crucial in this game. So let's go ahead and head into game one here. All right, loading in. I mean, I love Artanis, so this is kind of his only map to really shine. Some good swap targets. If he can get a swap onto the Ana, onto the Raynor, could look pretty good. Cassia self-roots herself, you know, when she's doing her Q momentarily and when she's doing her fend. So that could be an Artanis swap target. All right, we're loaded in here. On the left-hand side, we've got the blue team. ReGen Phoenix, Mudge on the Anubarak, Rabid Penguin on the Sylvanas, Daribo on Tychus, Area, sorry if I said that wrong, Area on the Rhaegar, and everyone kind of switching up here. Arrow heading bot, so they might be doing some Sylvanas cheese up top. So let's see how that works out. On the right-hand side, Party Time, Chess Clue on the Diablo, Schumann on Raynor, Sealyman on Ana, Bishop Mist playing the Cassia, and up top, Malthael is played by Ekib. Let's see if they're going to make a play here. Ekib is in this bush, and he's going to sniff this out, but they are already here. The tower's off, and Ekib goes down. There was no way for him to get out of that. I mean, he doesn't have his Unstoppable yet, and he was in a little bit deep. So that's a free tower there. The team did rotate up for Party Time to try and defend this. So sometimes what you'll see a team do is they see the push up top and they'll counter push bot. But since they got that kill onto Malthael, they did not want to risk losing a lot top, because ReGen Phoenix did get the upper hand there. So looks like we're going to have kind of a switch up here as the solo laners are down bot, which is unusual, and the teams are up top because of that Sylvanas situation. Not sure if there's an exact reason why solo lane is top, other than it's just understood by everyone and they just follow protocol. And I guess Phoenix taking advantage of that to get that early tower push up top. Malthael and Artanis down here. Artanis clearing up. There's no way for him to really beat the Malthael in lane, so he's probably going to play pretty safe in the meantime. I don't expect too much action out of the solo lane during this laning phase. Let's check out some talents here while we wait. We do see the amateur opponent from Artanis. That gives him the extra burn on the camps, and especially on this map on the Immortal. Daribo going in with the minigun. You can see him percent damage onto Chess Clue, doing a little chunk there. He's got press the advantage for extra range after he dashes. Beetle build for Anubarak, so anytime he presses an ability, he drops a beetle, and now he's going to be dropping them periodically as well, just for extra beetles getting in the way, doing damage, and just causing havoc there. Look at all those beetles on the field now. As the players of Party Time making a play for this top camp, we do see Exterminator on Raynor help them do that camp quickly, and is going to help him burn the Immortal quickly. Minigun in the rhythm online, so the more percent damage Daribo deals, the longer he can deal percent damage, so that can really stack up. Mudge flipped over, but dives out with his burrow charge to stay safe. So they're going to have to clear out this camp, but Daribo and Mudge are looking a little low. Bishop missed, poking in here. Chess Clue going deep, does not get the wall stun, pushes them through the gate. Kind of a little awkward interaction. We've got Area and Rabid Penguin completing their Shaman camp. Raynor peppering away at his, gonna take a little longer, but Bishop Mist is working out up here on this, but Mudge gets the flip, goes in deeper onto Bishop Mist. Looks okay for now, but that was cool to see him go in further. That is definitely a with balls play. Survives just fine. And looks like the side of ReGen Phoenix getting the upper hand on the first part of this Immortal phase already at halftime, and not much done in response by Party Time. This is going to be in burn position. It always goes to burn position on this first one. And we got Schumann in the back trying to pepper away while the rest of Party Time trying to slow down the burn over here. There's a flip. Arrow puts Bishop Mist out of position, but maybe it's Arrow that's out of position now on that swap. First one to die in that. That's a huge win for Party Time. Let's see if Bishop Mist gets out of here. Just sneaks away. Good heals from Sealy Man. And that was a good 4v5 defense using the Immortal as bonus defense here, but the characters are back on the side of Phoenix. Only 3 defending now. They might make a play onto Chess Clue, see if he's going to be able to walk away, and it is Party Time that gets the burn after losing the halftime. That great kill gives them the advantage there. Great start to this game. A lot of cheeky plays, and there's a dive onto Mudge. A lot of damage. Ooh, and Raynor steps up with his Q for that little burst damage to close that off. That's a huge win at the start of this push with the Immortal. And we've got the solo laners up top. So this is 4v3 right now. Anubarak is not here. Shield is down, so the Immortal is now in melee range. But let's see if they can push down this whole fort. They might not be able to dive in too deep. Chess Clue now tanking tower shots at the minus armor after putting a little damage with his W. And it is the whole fort goes down, but Raynor now in a weird position. Nice save from Chess Clue to stop that combo from Mudge on the Anubarak. Keeps Schumann alive, and they're able to step away there. No camps available just yet. I wonder what the members are going to do here. Party Time kind of just hanging around for the 5 seconds they have to wait on the bot camp. Daribo here by himself. Let's see if they're going to make a play. Chess Clue just holding. I don't think they knew where the members of Phoenix were, so I don't think Diablo was willing to step out there. We've got full grenade build from Ana. Auto attack build from Diablo. I saw that in a Bloodlust game just a couple days ago, but no Bloodlust for him, and he's still going auto attack, so see how that works out today. Definitely gives you the cooldowns, the heals. Anything else interesting? So this is a good one for Tychus into a Diablo. If he gets stunned, basically if he gets hit by a Diablo combo, he is going to get armor, so his survivability goes way up if he gets hit by a combo. Chrono Surge. So Artanis is looking for those swaps. He's going to get bonus attack speed after a swap, and it slows whoever gets swapped. So look for those big swaps from Arrow this game. I'm excited to see if he gets a big one. And I just saw, that looks like a possession. There it is, possession from Sylvanas. She can just take the minions and swap, make them swap sides here. Pretty cool. Charge strikes, play to the whale. So we don't see any more after the nerfs. Oh, looks like Bishop Mist actually having some internet issues, so we got to pause real quick. Level 10 did just arrive for the side of Party Time. They'll have a slight advantage here for just a moment. But as I was saying, level 7 on Cassia, it was usually that burst damage that was just a menace. Every time she takes damage, she charges up this burst that she can just include in her combo. I forgot the name of the talent, Blinding Light or something. But now we've got Seraph's Hymn. Basic attacks reducing the Blinding Light, so reducing her blind. Excuse me. And more damage to blinded heroes. So she's going to be looking for damage on the blinds. We're heading right back in here. He's back. And we've got a camp steal here on the side of Party Time. Arrow checking, not deciding to swap there. Would have been a little scary without level 10. Immortals are spawning, but the side of ReGen Phoenix does need to hit level 10 before they do anything here. So E-Keep going up to clear as halftime is hit. Let's see some level 10 talents real quick. Last Rites, Hyperion, Apocalypse, Nano Boost, and Ball Lightning. Let's see who that Nano Boost goes on. I'm expecting it to go on to Malthael. Suppression Pulse for that big area blind I was discussing earlier during the draft. Oh, Schumann in a stun here. There's the silence from Rabid Penguin going in deep. But now the APOC coming out. Malthael in a cocoon. Does come out now. And we've got Arrow still looking for more. Going deep onto Ana. Does get the swap. And Ana first to die in here. But now we've got a double kill. Fights going on everywhere. 3 for 3. Hard to see everything that happened there. Arrow very low. Ekib looks like he's going to close that one out. And now Chessclue and Ekib, sole survivors here on that brawl on the side of... Oh, getting stunned by the Immortal there. Let's see if he gets around to start this. And Anubarak Mudge surviving for Phoenix. So Ekib working on this camp. They know they were going to get a full shield Immortal here after winning that trade and having that advantage in the Immortal phase. So that was a pretty hectic battle. Hopefully we got to see enough of the action there. It was kind of all over the place. There was like a few different skirmishes going on. So full shielded Immortal. This is going to sit in ranged form for a little bit. See how it's going to sit far away from the fort, making it a little more difficult to clear out until that shield is destroyed. But they're actually doing a pretty good job. Anubarak actually going in deep now. There's the blind onto 4. Cassia in deep, trying to get a kill onto Daribo. Is he going to trade out? Bishop Mist does trade out. And 4 for 4 left here, but now it looks like Arrow is in deep. It's hard to get out as an Artanis once you're in. There's the silence arrow onto Iki, but he does have the nano boost active. So we should expect that nano boost onto Iki here. There's a deep dive, pops the medallion in his area and able to get away there. But on the back end of those kills, let's see if they're going to be able to get this keep. Hyperion is dropped by Raynor for the extra siege damage, and it looks like keep number 1 going to the side of Party Time here as they try to just walk away now and let the rest of the Immortal be cleared. So about a level and a half lead. They've got the level 13 advantage. They're heading up to the top camp. So we've got Fear the Reaper, Die Alone. So Massacre here. So this is how he's applying the mark to close by targets for him to get extra damage during his nano boost. The more targets that Malthael has marked, the more targets he's going to be percent damaging and siphoning off of with his Q. And you can see he's getting bonus healing from his Q now at level 13. So when he's nano boosted, remember, nano boost is doing extra spell power and ability cooldown. So Malthael's Q is on a very short cooldown, and with that nano boost, it's going to be almost instantaneous. He is going to be just shredding. Giddy Up for the movement speed. Cruelty gives him attack speed, so more auto attack build from Diablo. Purifying Darts to remove roots and slows. So I guess for the Rhaegar slow can be pretty terrifying. War Traveler for movement speed. So both... Oh, we got a little skirmish here. Anubarak in deep. And it looks like the members of Party Time do not want this fight. They want to get level 16. Arrow gets the swap onto Chessclue. Let's see if they can finish that off. There is the Bloodlust. Chessclue in deep. Auto-attacking for his life. Malthael is now nano boosted, getting out of the cocoon. Gets one arrow boost. Arrow is down with the last rites. Rabid Penguin has Cassia's Ball Lightning taking her down. Bishop Mist going in deep, getting that next kill. Raynor actually securing a lot of those kills. Very nicely played, turning that around on that swap. Yeah, Chessclue probably the not the greatest swap target, but he was kind of on an island after the swap. Tychus with the percent damage, Sylvanas, I guess it just was not enough to take a full healthed Diablo down there. So members of Party Time taking advantage of this, and they're going to get another full health Immortal here, level 16 advantage. This is going to be pretty scary for the side of ReGen Phoenix. They might need to do kind of a Hail Mary play and try and fight behind the Immortal. Let's see what they're going to try and do here. If they're just going to try and defend safely, because they are down in levels here. They do not have much room to play with. Artanis is top, trying to soak as much as possible. I wonder if he's coming back for the defense, though. Let's see how this goes. Immortal barreling down the lane now in ranged form with a full shield. Busting down that tower. Let's see how it goes once these towers are down. This is for sure. This keep is basically also a sure thing going down. It's a matter of can they defend the core. Good damage onto the shield so far. About 40% left on the shield, but the fight is starting. Arrow in deep. Blind onto 4. Now we've got the Bloodlust. Arrow, though, last rites goes down. Mudge and Area in deep. Don't think they're getting away. Getting chased down is Mudge by Ekib. Goes down. Area does sneak away with back to his team. Still half health on the Immortal. Shield going down on the core, and that's a combo onto Rabid Penguin from Chest Clue. Knocking him down. Dairybo also not surviving. This looks like it's going to be game 1 to Party Time. So, Area, going to be one more kill there. Ooh, tries to sneak away. Does end up surviving, salvaging the KDA on that last kill. So well played on the side of Party Time, sitting in 6th place right now and looking for that domination victory to rise up in the ranks. But you know, Phoenix, in their defense, they have a lot of 2-1s here, so they definitely have reverse sweep potential on the table. Let's go ahead and check out some of these stats as we wait for Game 2 lobby to be set up. So let's see what we got here. Our sole survivor of the game, Diablo, Chest Clue, after being swapped in there, surviving to no end. Not able to be taken down. I mean, this is the Artanis curse, because you get those big god swaps, but then you're just as deep as the person you swapped. So it's almost like a 1-for-1 sacrifice. And like you saw in that situation, that when they couldn't trade out for Chest Clue, it ended up being, you know, Artanis that was in too deep. And I mean, we saw him pull some good swaps, that's for sure. But maybe the follow-up is just not there with Tychus Sylvanas damage. It might not be enough to just blow up the swap target. Might need just a little more burst damage to have completed that combo. So Cassia pumping out tons of damage. Top damage by a good margin there. Tychus with his percent damage definitely doing a number onto Diablo as well there. And healing pretty consistent for both teams. Let's see how those talents came out there. So yeah, we did see the grenade build for Ana. Nano boost basically always on Malthael there. And then purifying darts and sharpshooter. As long as she doesn't miss her heal snipes, she's going to heal for more. Rhaegar had a little bit of a hybrid build here. Got some shields early on. Took the cleanse. We did see the bloodlust. And then this one, I don't know if I've seen this talent when I don't play much Rhaegar though. When chain heal heals a hero below 50%, so additional healing for low health heroes. Kind of made sense there, right? They definitely needed the healing to stay alive in those battles. Beetle build followed by some charge. So there are beetle talents here as well, I believe, but he went with the burrow charge range. I do love that. It makes for longer, better engages. And the shield gives you the survivability as well. Burning beetles, this is the new talent that got changed. So his beetles actually have like a burning rage AoE damage alongside Anubarak, so Anubarak and his beetles. So if he's got a lot of beetles and himself around somebody, that's a lot of damage. I mean, 21 and 7 per beetle. Pretty cool. Minigun heals. There's always a long debate about the minigun heal within the rhythm, because in the rhythm is lengthening the length of your minigun, so it's longer and longer. So the more minigun stacks in the rhythm stacks you have, the longer you have to wait for this heal. It's going to be a bigger heal, but you might never get it if you're in real deep for those minigun stacks. So you never know. So, all right, we've got a lobby for game 2. So as we load in here, it looks like sorry, let me fix this for a second. So for map 2, we are on Volskaya Foundry. And it looks like it was Party Time that picked it. So ReGen Phoenix, losing game 1, they get to choose if they want first pick or map pick. And they took first pick, so Party Time taking us to Volskaya Foundry. Kind of a unique map. Only here and Hanamura will we see the items, you know, that where there's items dropped, like the turret and the healing camp. So kind of a unique map in that sense. So let's see, got the players in here. Let me give them a ready. And game 2 should be starting shortly. I mean, pretty efficient lobby creation here. Everyone is in here, and should be getting going in just a second. So yeah, Volskaya Foundry. I mean, we're gonna see. You can't avoid the brawling here. There is the control points that you need to take to get the, you know, the Power Rangers mech, where you drop 2 heroes inside for insane siege damage. So we're gonna see brawl type heroes. You know, it's kind of a sustained fight in the sense that you have to hold down the point. But you also need. I feel like this is a good map where you bust out, you know, kind of a double tank for like a really chunky front line, and then you've got a mage to be pumping out the damage. That's the kind of, so I would expect kind of like a tankier offlaner, maybe a Blaze or something like that is a good map for Blaze. And then, you know, just the teams focusing on collecting those items. I think a very important thing to keep in mind on this map is at the very first minute, you want to get that turret camp, because right when it spawns, if you get that turret, by the time the objective rolls around, you can basically, the turret's back again. So you can basically have 2 turrets from your side for the first objective, you know? And then you see the teams kind of hanging out around the healing camp, because no one wants to give that away for free. So you got to keep your eye on that. And then other than that, we'll see the big brawls over the control points to keep control of the mechs. So it looks like we have the game starting now. Going into draft number 2, Party Time, taking game 1. And looking for that domination victory to climb on the leaderboards. They're sitting at 3 points right now after 3 matches. And, you know, a domination tonight will shoot them up on the leaderboard for sure. ReGen Phoenix, like I said, had some very close matches all season long. So wouldn't be surprised for them to really pull out the guns now. Banning out the Ana right off the bat. They do not want to see Sealy Man back on that Ana. Party Time sticking to their guns here as well on the Diva ban. They banned it in first pick position last time. Do not want to give the members of ReGen Phoenix the D.Va at all in this series. So that's going to be off the table. I want to see D.Va in one of my games. She's always banned out, so maybe later this week I'll catch a D.Va game on my stream. Li Ming as well. So she was banned last map. I mean, she's still good on this map because of the resets and the long fights. She can really whittle down the enemy. Potentially a strong Li Ming player they don't want to deal with. Chromie as well, poking away from a distance. Gonna be banned out. So we've got two of the most meta mages, I guess, banned out. And D.Va, just like the overall, I guess everyone's banning D.Va these days. ETC popping out on Mudge popping out on the ETC, I should say. Was banned in game 1. Did they ban it themselves, though? I don't remember. Either way, ReGen Phoenix going to have ETC on that front line. Johanna on the other side for Chess Clue. So those are going to be our front lines. I mean, sometimes you see ETC in the off lane and then coming in with the stage dive as a global. But we'll see if that switches up throughout the draft. Schumann back on the Rainer. Played a very good Rainer in game 1. And Greymane here sneaking through the draft for Rabid Penguin. So got the burst damage with the cursed bullet. Burst on the curse. And also all the sustained damage. And, switching into Worgen form for that big damage as well. Stukov, I like Stukov on point control and as follow-up CC with his silence puddle can just be devastating. Burst healing for all of his team. Overall solid pick there for area. Kael'thas banned out, so another mage banned out. Who's left in the mage pool here? We've got Jaina. That's all I can think of off the top of my head without a list in front of me, but let's see how they're going to return here. So Kael'thas tends to do well into heavy frontline because the bomb tends to spread to, all the frontline people are kind of huddled together and they'll spread the bomb to each other. So maybe that was the thought in banning Kael'thas if they have more frontline planned. Imperius, pretty tanky brawler bruiser there. So that's a pretty chunky frontline, Johanna and Imperius. Deckard's got some good follow-up CC. Rainer, of course, peppering away. And let's see how this draft rounds out for ReGen Phoenix. They're looking for that reverse sweep right now, starting it off with this draft. We got Sonya for the off lane, so kind of a brawler here. And Johanna has the mini stun that can stop her from spinning. Deckard, Root, Imperius. There is some stuff to counter Sonya, but if she can dodge some of those abilities, I like the pick. I feel like Sonya can do well into that. Mephisto, how could I forget Mephisto as our mage pick here for Bishop Mist. And Daribo popping out on the Sylvanas. So I believe it was Rabid Penguin on Sylvanas in game 1. Daribo going to show his medal here as Rabid Penguin busting out the Greymane. All right, so no real super bursty damage on either side. Mephisto is kind of a lot of AoE trickle damage, Rainer's peppering away. Imperius is pretty chunky damage for a bruiser, but by himself is not too bursty. Sylvanas and Greymane kind of sustain damage as well. Greymane's got the Cursed Bullet for a big chunk of damage, but other than that, we're going to see kind of sustained fights here unless they get a really good focus onto a CC chain target. So let's see how game 2 goes. ReGen Phoenix looking to stay alive in this series. And Party Time looking to take it home. with a domination victory. So loading in here for game 2. Bishop missed, actually potatoing on us a little bit. Got a slow start into the loading screen here. And here we go. Let's start with the right-hand side this time. On the side of Party Time, we've got Ekib on the Imperius, Sealyman on the Deckard, Schumann playing the Rainer again, Chess Clue on Johanna, and Bishop Miss not in the game. We might have a pause real soon. Playing the Mephisto. That is Party Time. And on the left-hand side, we've got ReGen Phoenix. There is the pause. Going to make it easier for me to introduce these players. Mudge playing the ETC. Area on Araya. Give me a second. I'm going to go with Araya on the Stukov. Daribo on the Sylvanas. Rabid Penguin playing Greymane. And Arrow on the Sonya in the solo lane. So as we wait for Bishop to reconnect, let's see if anyone's picked some status. We've got the Q build. So Imperius has the stab. That's kind of the biggest hard CC on the side of Party Time. And he's looking for, cooldown reduction on that for more stabs. Field Study grants spell power. So he actually gets increased healing and increased damage on Deckard when he hits people inside his triangle. Furious Spark. So we do see the Lightning Nova build for Mephisto heading in with the Lightning Nova now. Exterminator for Raynor to help destroy those camps quickly. Hold your ground. So going with the Iron Skin build to reduce that. After it was nerfed, it does help reduce that cooldown on Iron Skin. We've got auto attack build from Sonya here. Mudge diving deep looking for a stun, but not quite. Auto attack at level 1, so not getting the block. Which... well, block could have been pretty good into Raynor, I think. In the solo lane into Imperius. I don't know how chunky his are, but Bishop Miss getting a good amount of damage onto Daribo there on this clear. Look at this. Sylvanas going with the W stacking. So this makes her spread damage and her poison damage on her W increase the more stacks she gets. So as long as she's got 3 stacks on someone, there it is. She's going to get some stacks out of that. She's already at 11 now, 12. So basically, you can divide this number by 2, and that's how much extra damage she's getting percentage-wise. So we'll see if that stacks throughout the game. That could be devastating. This map tends to go to the late game because of just how the map works. And we can expect Daribo, if he survives here. Okay. So... took a lot of damage there from Schumann and does end up getting away. So I was spending a lot of time looking at these talents. Reactive Ballistospore. So if Stukov gets targeted, he can put a weighted pustule to slow down enemies near him. Viciousness, common for Greymane for better, longer attack speed build. And Block Party. Maybe that's why Sonya didn't go with block, because ETC is going to be providing the block stacks. How convenient. And yeah, so Sonya is starting the spin build here at level 4. I would expect level 4 and 7 to be spin talents for Sonya. Ruby. We do have Ruby for Deckard Cain, and it looks like ReGen Phoenix moving in on this healing camp. Let's see if they can... They're pretty much done with it, but it is sniffed out by Bishop Miss. Chess Clue showing up now. The members of Party Time need to show up soon. They do get the stall on the point. Sonya is here spinning. Oh, no, that... not quite yet. Yeah, she is spinning. Spinning on the point, and that is going to be the healing camp grabbed and dropped immediately by the side of ReGen Phoenix. Bishop Miss looking for more. It looked pretty good there for the side of ReGen Phoenix, but I think that Mephisto damage just came in hot. And really turned the tide of that fight. But in their favor, they did cap the camp, which gives them XP. So kept them in the game XP-wise, as well as denying the healing camp for the other side. Raynor up top clearing right now. So their camp hasn't been cleared. Mudge showing up to start that. Daribo actually going deep, sees Schumann, gets some stacks off of that. So look at this, already at 50 stacks. That is pretty nice. You know, early on. Definitely her stacking potential gets stronger later on. She actually goes with the Shadow Dagger cooldown to be able to drop the Shadow Dagger more often. Sometimes you see at level 7 there's a talent that makes players already have 3 stacks so she can stack more easily, but she seems to be doing fine and goes for the cooldown instead. And here's the second turret on the side of Party Time. Looks like we've got 2 turrets on the other side. A double stab there. Mudge going in deeper, gets the slide, and look at that silence puddle, just keeping Party Time at bay. Nice one from Stukov there, and now Bishop missed, does drop his turret finally, but I don't think he's getting out of this one. He teleported back. Arrow just barely getting out, does make it. A lot of low health bars. Is Daribo going to get out of this one? There's the stab. I don't think he gets out. Ekeep going deep. No one to stop him there. Look at the Ruby mini potions. Love seeing those mini potions. Mudge, look at this. Trying to slow down to keep control of the point. Very nice. Using his block party to keep Schumann's damage at bay. Arrow taking a lot of damage now. Starting the spin. Is rooted. Spin is stopped. Let's see if he gets out. I don't know if he's going to get out of that. Look at all that healing. Nice spin to win, gets him out of there. Overtime is stopped at 99% for ReGen Phoenix, and control not fully given up to the side of Party Time. Daribo looking for those stacks still. There's a nice W from Stukov, but now we got a double stun, and Arrow demolished there on the back end of that stun. Rapid Penguin might want to get away here because area is down now. And after looking like they had pretty good control of that shrine, they had lost a lot of health and had to back off. Party Time takes advantage of that and finds a counter kill, 2 counter kills to take control of that. So they're actually losing a lot of health on the Protector working on this wall. Usually you want to see the team take it top as they are going now to get this well. Getting this well sets you up for the next objective phase. And they're trying to make a play at it, but don't quite get it. Let's see if they're going to keep pushing in. And there's a Hyperion. Level 10 is online, and well is down. So they do finish completing that well takedown. Let's see some talents here. Angelic Armaments basically turns Imperious into a Li Ming with a shield. Stay a while and listen for that sleep. Everyone's going to listen to Deckard sing. Tell a story. Durance of Hate, so not the Consumed Souls. Got that extra CC. Hyperion that we just saw drop top, and Blessed Shield for for Johanna. We got Wrath of the Berserker. Just a great Sonya talent, my favorite one as far as heroics are concerned, because just increased damage and reduced CC against her. She can almost keep that up indefinitely. Silence Arrow from Sylvanas. Massive shove, knocks someone out of the fight is Stukov. Puts down his silence puddle, but needs to be careful as he's rooting himself to do it. Curse Bullet from Greymane for that % damage. And Mosh Pit. I'm sure we'll see the Mosh Pit cooldown Encore at level 13 to get more Mosh Pits out. Trying to make a play onto Iki, but does sneak away. So let's see where the side of ReGen Phoenix wants to take this now. It looks like they're going to stay mid. It looked like they were heading bot, but now they're going back to mid. Mudge, I think the slide was canceled there by Schumann's. I'm not totally sure. It looked like it was canceled. Top camp is pushing in slightly, but Phoenix making their way up to clear that out. But, ooh, that's a nice slide by Mudge. Chest clue in deep now. I don't think he's popped his unstoppable, so there it is now. He'll be okay. A lot of stacks. Look at this. 95 stacks for Sylvanas. Level 12. You can only imagine that's going to keep climbing throughout the game. So that's almost 50%. We're at like, what, like 47% bonus damage right now on her W? Nothing to sneeze at, that's for sure. With the cooldown reduction, I mean, that's spread damage. 47% spread damage onto everyone. Deckard kind of struggles into spread damage because, you know, his potions generally only heal one person, unless everyone's grabbing potions from different angles. Deckard does have the big potions. Look how the potions grow in size. They're actually really nice heals when they grow. Bishop Mist taking a chunk of damage there. Now there's a slide onto Chesclu. Does pop the Iron Skin to step away. Control point unlocking soon. Level 13 online for party time, but they're on the run. 13 coming soon on the other side. They're getting a quick clear mid. It looks like both teams going for a clear. And I don't think there's going to be much of a skirmish until we get to the control point. They're just getting a little XP here. Now, we do see party time with the healing camp advantage. Sealy Man holding a healing camp. That's pretty big. And look at this. Party time taking advantage and taking the enemy turret here. Nobody knows about that, but I think in response, Rabid Penguin, yeah, they're going to start this healing camp, but let's see. Chesclu is making his way in now. Will he get on point? He's already pretty low. It's capped on the side of the blue team, but at what cost? And it looks like Arrow's going to be third to die here. Huge combo coming out. Deckard Cain just putting out a huge CC there. And then Bishop Mist and Schumann just wreaking havoc. And they're going to take their prize here on the top fort. About a 1 level lead now for the side of party time. And this structure advantage is going to help them during this phase. But level 16 not online yet. As soon as these members spawn on the side of ReGen Phoenix, we can expect them to want to fight here. There's a cursed bullet. Look at that chunk of damage onto Johanna. But she's going to be just fine because there's no more follow-up to complete that. So she's going to be okay. And this is going to be a fight they want to take quick. Mudge is looking for it. I don't think Iron Skin is back just yet. Pops the unstoppable, and there's the there's a combo, but Iron Skin is finally back. And look at that Durance of Hate onto 3, and that is a double kill. Ekib looking deeper on the stab onto Stukov, not going to get out of this one. And that's 3 more. Arrow spinning to win, spinning to survive. Another stab from Ekib. Doesn't look like he knows how to miss a stab this game. 4 for nothing on the back end of that Durance of Hate. Whew. Schumann decides to work on this camp over here, but now he's going to meet up with the team. I think they want to siege down the mid fort while they have a lot of deaths on the side of ReGen Phoenix. ReGen Phoenix not totally out of this. I mean, lots of stacks on Sylvana's level 1 talent. And let's see if she can stack that even more. That could be devastating in these team fights, but the Durance of Hate and root combo from Deckard really stopping what ReGen Phoenix wants to do here. And now we're seeing them clear out. So this is going to be 3 forts down. Still pretty healthy Immortal, 45 seconds and 75% health. They're going to go in deeper. There's a stun. Chesclu dropping that Blessed Shield to make the play. And they're going to dive in a little more for a wall here. 30 seconds left. They might be able to secure this whole keep now that Stukov is down. But they don't have a really great engage so far. I mean, I guess if Imperius does hit a stab, but he's inside the protector. Looks like they're going to be just fine taking this this keep. Now let's see if they're able to retreat successfully. Looks like they're going to be just fine. More stacks for Sylvanas at 122 now. Looking to keep stacking that up. And Protector is offline. A lot of camps on the board. Looks like The side of Party Time going to get theirs. Probably not going to invade now that level 16 is online, and there is camp there as well, but they are going to get in position up here. Arrow knows that this is happening. He's in the bush. He sees them, but that's already cleared out. I think they're not going to be here in time to stop that. He slides onto point. It's already been cleared. Mudge gets a mosh pit onto Johanna, is down. Ekeb trying to stab in to stop that. Now we got a big sleep onto 2. The healing camp is down. Bishop Miss looking for more. Sealy going down. Bishop Miss not getting out this time. Arrow spinning and spinning and winning and winning. No more. Finally goes down. And now we see Sylvanas' level 1 talent really coming online. That spread damage. You just saw those health bars melt. Alongside Greymane just jumping in. Executioner on giving him that bonus damage. I mean, anyone who's slowed or rooted or stunned, you know, there's a lot of potential for that Executioner to be procced. I mean, even off the ETC, the stun, and the mosh pit there for sure, he was putting out tons of damage. Raynor doing what he can down here as the members of ReGen Phoenix with their health bar advantage, in the sense that the other team does not have health bars currently. Pushes in top, takes the top fort, takes the top keep wall, and takes a camp here to deny that from the side of Party Time. The members are up, clearing this up now on the top lane. Gonna push out that top lane. And let's see, ReGen Phoenix just clearing out here. Sometimes you don't want to push out too hard, too fast. Oh, level 20 online. So you can expect aggressive play from the side of Party Time. They've got a whole level now. There's not really anywhere for them to find. As long as ReGen Phoenix stays safe here, there's not much they can do. A lot of the camps offline. 20 seconds. So they might be able to force a fight on the turret camp down here when that spawns. So reduce the duration of Valor's brand, but it does not get consumed. That's a lot of bonus damage for Imperius. Bottomless flask, so the potions actually do not disappear anymore and they just recharge. That gives a lot of sustain. So yep, it looks like they're going to give up this turret as I expected. That is their prize for hitting level 20 first. Mimic, you see those 2 Bishop Miss dropping 2 lightning novas now. So on him and as well on his shadow, both dropping a lightning nova. Weak spot acquired actually for lower armor. I actually didn't notice this on Raynor's build earlier. He goes full pepper build for the heals off the pepper, unstable compound, and then the percent damage and weak spot acquired to lower the armor. You usually see execute at level 20 for just the attack speed. But the lower armor, I mean, that can really help just burn someone down quickly, especially now that, you know, there's not as much burst damage, I would say, on the team. And we see the Blessed Shield upgrade. So level 20 does finally come online, and Mudge knows that this is happening right now. Let's see if they want to give this up. And Schumann stops peppering because he does not want to give that for free. And there's a stab onto Mudge. Let's see if he's going to survive. Dives in, and there is a 3-man mosh pit. Arrow spinning in the back. Durance of Hate on the other side, but not quite able to secure a kill. Mudge might die here. Still healing. Does die in response. Death Mosh not quite connecting there, but that was a nice mosh pit to win that fight. And the Durance of Hate slowed down, so they actually couldn't get all the kills in the back. But they still end up on top, and they're heading top lane now to push this in. 136 stacks for Sylvanas. She's got black arrows turning off this fort. So this is going to be free for sure. 30 seconds with only Raynor and Imperius. Are they going for the core? It looks like they're going for it. Rapid Penguin's got the Inner Beast open right now. Arrow does tons of core damage as well. And 20 seconds is plenty of time. Oh, and there is the push onto Rabid Penguin after the stab. Shield still up. Daribo going down on Sylvanas. They're still going for it. The core is off shield, though. There's a double stun. Ekeb does get the kill, and this looks like a successful defense from the members of Party Time here. Arrow doesn't look like he's going to get out of this. Spinning to win. Look at all of that heal. 40% still on the core. That is a lot of core to take care of. And what a great defense by Ekib and Schumann. They've got about 40 seconds to barrel down this map. And let's see if they're going for a core call now in response. Looks like they're looking for it. Mudge might try and slow them down. I don't think he's going to have enough in him because there's a lot of time where it's just Mudge and all 5 members here. So very much a with balls core call there, but I think that's just just showing the great plays by Ekib and Schumann on that core defense. 4v2, or I guess maybe ETC wasn't there. He had backed, or he had just spawned. That's what it was. Either way, I mean, what a core defense. What a great with balls core call. But that is going to be a 2-0 victory. Dang, Arrow and on that core, I really thought they were going to get it and send us to a game 3. That was close. What a finish there. Wow. So let's see if we're going to get an interview here. Let's look at some of the stats while we wait for that interview. Let me... So let's check out some of these stats. Raynor, our sole survivor of the game, Schumann, doing it. 6 deaths on Sonya there. She was in deep, making the plays, spinning and spinning. And we see Mephisto and Raynor pumping out tons of damage. Sylvanas really had a lot of damage, but not quite enough stacks and not enough time to really shine. You know, we saw some back and forth team fights. Both teams definitely winning team fights there. So definitely a good game in game 2, back and forth for sure. So let's see if someone's going to jump in for... Looks like we're going to have someone for the interview shortly. We saw that full pepper build for Raynor. Very cool. ETC taking the imposing presence there. The death metal didn't connect, but you know, he had that big mosh and he was almost dead. So if he had died, it would have been an even longer mosh. So it looks like we've got Ekib in here. How you doing?
Hey, doing good. Feeling good.
Yeah. So was that your first domination of the season?
This would be our second. First domination was against Tricky Goose.
Oh, okay, yeah. So in week 1 y'all had that, and then coming back strong here. So how are you guys feeling after that series?
We're feeling good.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, you guys looked, to be in control during both games. And so what do you think in game 1 was the big kicker that really gave you the control there?
I think it was just our bread and butter combo, nano boost and Malthael. They just couldn't really stop it.
Right.
They tried to cocoon it, but Anna, she has that poison, get them out really quick. Mm-hmm. So that's just our bread and butter right there.
Yeah, so I mean, I saw the Ana pick after the Li Ming, and I was curious. I was like, where are they taking this? And when you see Anna and Malthael, that was scary. And you were on the Malthael, right?
Right.
So you took the W talent at level 7. Is that kind of the best way you think, without having to take the AoE heroic? Is that the best way to kind of mark everybody?
Well, there's two ways to build a nano boost out there. There's my way with Massacre, which I think is mandatory for the level 7 with Last Rites, and then there's the other way with the Mass Lows at level 7 and Tormented Souls.
Tormented Souls, right?
Yeah.
So I like that actually. And then the Last Rites is I mean, after the nano boost, someone's going to be low enough to close that kill. So yeah, I saw them doing the cocoon to try and stop that, but it looked like y'all had control there. In game 2, I mean, it looked like you didn't know how to miss a stab. How did it feel where, you were connecting throughout the game there?
Just get a shout out to my Deckard. His roots made my stabs really, really easy to land there, and also with my Johanna, her whenever Chesley would condemn, he would say, "Hey, I'm gonna condemn." So they're just letting me know that their CCC is gonna come out, which lets lets me
Yeah.
know that go ahead and stab.
So you're
afterwards.
basically saving the stab, but in your defense though, not to undermine your work there at the end, that huge stop with just you and Raynor, there was no one to set up those combos. You were hitting those stabs just raw.
Yeah.
So that was a good one, and that was a good. I mean, that was a crazy defense there on the core. So this is gonna put you guys at 6 points. It's gonna definitely boost you up in the rankings. How do you guys feel? How do you feel like the power rankings and the competitiveness of your division now after you've been through a few weeks?
I think our division is strong. I think we're a little bit stronger than Div A West. Wink, wink.
Okay.
But I think our team, I would place us right in the middle.
Yep.
we're not the worst, we're not the best.
Well, you guys are
just
going to be
there.
climbing. I mean, right now, from the points, you guys are going to be up there, and it's pretty interesting because, Beef Boys took a game off, beat Gilly Shark, but ReGen Phoenix took a game off Caffeinated Nights. You guys beat ReGen Phoenix now, so everyone's kind of showing that they've got it in them.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I've been casting a lot of your division games, so I'm excited to see how the rest of it plays out. So, yeah, I mean, a great series for you guys. Do you have any last comments here? Any final shout outs for this week?
Just a shout out to my team for doing great tonight. Shout out to you for casting us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And shout out to everyone that's watching.
Great,
Hope
man.
y'all have a good night.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. Definitely, you'll see some great plays in the replay later. Hopefully, you guys can learn something and see some strategies to build off of. Mm-hmm. So cool, man. All right, well, have a good night. Enjoy the high of that win tonight. So we'll be in touch. Good luck in the rest of the season.
Good night.
Good night. All right, everybody. That is going to be my cast for tonight. I had a lot of fun. That was definitely crazy. There were some great team fights, some great brawls throughout that. Really appreciate everyone who stuck around and watched the game. I'm going to be casting a lot of this division. I'm trying to catch as much of Div A East as I can. So it's definitely like you heard, it's going to be a competitive one, and it's going to be a good one. So hope you guys catch me around. I haven't picked up another stream. I'm expecting to do at least another one this week. So, follow the stream and you'll be able to keep your eyes open for that. I appreciate everyone who came along tonight. Mudgeman, great game tonight. And Banky Eye, thanks for the follows today. Everyone else, thanks for sticking around, having fun in the chat. And, yeah, I'll see you soon.